The villain in this is near and dear to my heart. Now, they're not the main villain. We probably won't meet the main villain until about either halfway through the run or towards the end of the run. But this villain, yeah, he's up there for me. My name is Doran. This is SCN Comics. We continue our coverage of Dazzler, number 3. Our story starts off with everybody online pissed at Dazzler for what happened in London. And if you don't know what happened, don't worry, your boy got you. Link to the playlist will be in the description. You have her fans that were digging her, that felt betrayed. Then you got your friends of humanity, which just ain't the same about Great and Creed. And then you got your Bible thumpers, which just reminds me of William Stryker and the Purifiers. Man, God love, man kills. Good story. Then you have Dazzler trying to put out an apology video and also trying to explain the situation, exactly what happened, but ain't nobody trying to hear that. The court of public opinion has already rendered their verdict. But as soon as they're done recording the video, Lila Cheney hits the door and is like, hey, security knows we're in the penthouse, we gotta go. And she uses her powers and teleports everybody to Dazzler's tour bus, which once I saw what it was, I was like, oh, Krakoa's still here. It's a ship that Jamie got during the Krakoan era. I didn't read those issues, so I couldn't tell you exactly what happened. But he calls it the Forever ship because it self-repairs itself all the time. So we still got Krakoa here, somewhat. On the ship, they see all the cities that have canceled Dazzler's tour. I mean, it's a lot. But it seems like Tokyo is still on the list and still wants her to come. Dazzler's starting to freak out to the point to where her hair's starting to fall out. So now everybody's trying to tell her to calm down, to quit worrying about things that she has no control of. Lila Cheney's like, look, we still got Tokyo, and there's a lot of things to do in Tokyo. And Domino's like, hold on, time out. We're not going to go to Tokyo just yet because safety issues. So then Domino brings up the possible suspects that could be wanting to ruin her tour. Dr. Doom's on there. It's probably not him. Friends of Humanity's on there. Mojo's on there, which I was like, man, NYX. You got the Enchantress on there, which could be a stretch. You even have Dracula's grandson on there, which they don't have a photo of. But then Lila Cheney's like, look, why don't I just take her to my Dyson sphere? Domino's like, what? She's like, my Dyson sphere. As she walks into a supply closet, and her and Dazzler disappear. She doesn't have a Dyson sphere, but she does have the power to teleport them to Tokyo. So Lila Cheney's like, you need to relax. We need to have some fun. And what's more fun than being in Tokyo? So they get some ramen, and they also get some boba, as you do. They're seeing the sights, and they're also being watched by Arcade. Yes. And if Arcade's there, then Murder World is also there too. 2 years ago, when I started this channel, I was covering Avengers World, and Arcade was the main villain. It's a great story. I only got 3 issues into it, and then I started covering the Krakoan era. We're definitely going to get back to it. Like, I really want to get back to it. That's a passion project. Really don't care how many views it gets, but I just want to cover it, have it, because I feel like once people find it, discover it, it's a good story. Like I said, he's not the main villain. Somebody's paying him to ruin Dazzler's war tour. But him and the X-Men go way back. So he might have done this for free. So Lila Cheney and Dazzler are about to go-kart racing. You have Arcade, which I said, him and the X-Men go way back, so he knows their powers. And he's like, I can't have Lila Cheney ruining the game. So he has one of his android female robots, whatever, pretty much shoot Lila Cheney in the face with some kind of blast that neutralizes her power. He also has this really big go-kart of his own that he wants to use to kill Dazzler and Lila Cheney. So Dazzler starts using her powers. She takes out the 2 android female robots. I'm going to get talked about for that phrase. But then she also focuses her powers, and then she takes out that big, huge go-kart of Arcade's. So you think the day is won, but this is Arcade. You know anything about Arcade? He has traps on top of traps on top of traps. So through the smoke, we have 4 new female robots, and they're shooting like some kind of eggs out, but they're explosive eggs, and now they're starting to take out civilians. This is Mario Kart. This is X-Men Mario Kart. So Lila Cheney thinks that they should divide and conquer, and she goes off to another street. Dazzler's like, she doesn't have her powers. Like, she's going to get killed. So she turns around, she takes out 2 of the female go-kart androids, whatever, And then she goes after Lila Cheney. Lila is climbing up this like spike wall or spike cube, and you have the android female robots behind her. One of them shoots her right in the arm, like she's hurt. And there's like another like huge spike tube that's coming down on her. Like as I'm watching this, all I was thinking to myself is do 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 do. But then Dazzler shows up. She blows up that big huge spike thing that was going to kill Lila. And she also starts taking out the other robots. But then more robots come. I'm like, man, this is getting crazy. But then all of the robots are starting to be destroyed. Why? Because Dazzler's security team shows up. Or should I say, Jamie and Domino. So they get back up to her Krakoan tour bus that's in space. And they let her know that the Japanese government canceled the Tokyo tour and would politely ask her never to come back. So then that's like, what we gonna do? That's almost every city. And then Lila's like, I got an idea. So then we cut to Madripoor. All I was thinking to myself, like, the person that's trying to ruin the tour probably lives here. But they do the concert there, and, you know, they start singing. I'm not one to sing the lyrics, so here you go. Next stop, New York. So you know what that means, right? NYX Mutants.